गुड मॉर्निंग स्टूडेंट्स। आज की इस क्लास में हम फिर से ऑप्टिमम सेल्स मिक्स कैलकुलेट करना सीखेंगे। लेकिन जो ऑप्टिमम सेल्स मिक्स कैलकुलेट करना आपने लास्ट क्लास में सीखा था, उसी प्रोसीजर को आगे बढ़ाते हैं। बस चेंज क्या होगा कि लास्ट क्लास में जो आपने ऑप्टिमम सेल्स मिक्स निकालना सीखा है टू फाइंड द मैक्सिमम प्रॉफिट, वो ऑप्टिमम सेल्स मिक्स आपने सीखा था जब आपके पास क्या था, आपका आवर्स टाइम जो था आपका, वो टाइम आपका की फैक्टर के रूप में था। लेकिन आज जो आप यहाँ पर ऑप्टिमम सेल्स मिक्स निकालना सीखेंगे, ये ऑप्टिमम सेल्स मिक्स आप उस कंडीशन में कैलकुलेट करेंगे जब आपके पास जो आपका मटेरियल है, वो मटेरियल आपका की फैक्टर हो। मींस मटेरियल की फैक्टर होने पर आप कैसे कैलकुलेट करेंगे अपना ऑप्टिमम सेल्स मिक्स, वो आपके पास यहाँ पर है। तो आपको करना क्या है कि आपके पास मटेरियल जो क्वेश्चन में गिवन होगा, अगर वो की फैक्टर आपके पास क्वेश्चन में प्रोवाइड किया गया है कि आपके पास मटेरियल की शॉर्टेज है और उसको एज ए की फैक्टर आपको रिप्रेजेंट किया गया है, तो उस कंडीशन में आप ऑप्टिमम सेल्स मिक्स कैलकुलेट करने के लिए कंट्रीब्यूशन कैलकुलेट करेंगे। और जो कंट्रीब्यूशन आप कैलकुलेट करेंगे, वो कंट्रीब्यूशन आप मटेरियल की मेजरमेंट यूनिट पर कैलकुलेट करेंगे। क्लियर? तो मटेरियल का मेजरमेंट यूनिट क्या होगा आपका? या तो वो किलोग्राम हो सकता है, या लीटर हो सकता है, या आपके पास क्या होगा, रुपीज में भी आपका मटेरियल की वैल्यू क्वेश्चन में गिवन हो सकती है। तो जिसमें भी, जिस भी फॉर्म में आपके पास मटेरियल का मेजरमेंट यूनिट या मटेरियल का की फैक्टर जिस बेस पर आपको गिवन है, किलोग्राम बेस पर गिवन है, तो आप कंट्रीब्यूशन पर किलोग्राम कैलकुलेट करेंगे। लीटर बेस पर गिवन है तो आप कंट्रीब्यूशन पर लीटर कैलकुलेट करेंगे। और अगर आपके पास मटेरियल रुपीज फॉर्म में गिवन है कि इतने रुपए का मटेरियल आपके पास अवेलेबल है और आपको ऑप्टिमम सेल्स मिक्स कैलकुलेट करना है, तो आप क्या करेंगे, कंट्रीब्यूशन पर रुपी वहां पर कैलकुलेट कर लेंगे। तो फिलहाल आज की इस क्लास में नाउ we will try how to determine the optimum sales mix, and to find out the optimum sales mix we will use a question. We will try it to solve with the help of a question, and the question is in front of on your screen. And the question is, the following particulars are obtained from the record of a manufacturing concern. एक मैन्युफैक्चरिंग कंसर्न का आपको रिकॉर्ड्स कुछ यहाँ पर प्रोवाइड किया गया है, और ये रिकॉर्ड्स किससे रिलेटेड है? दो प्रोडक्ट से रिलेटेड आपका डेटा आपको प्रोवाइड किया गया है, प्रोडक्ट ए एंड प्रोडक्ट बी। और जो क्वेश्चन में आपके पास यहाँ प्राइस आपको दिए गए हैं, जो नीचे रेट्स आपके पास गिवन है, ये सारे रेट्स आपके क्या है, पर यूनिट आपके पास क्वेश्चन में गिवन है। अब आपका देखिए क्या है, सेल्स आपके पास गिवन है, मटेरियल, लेबर, वेरिएबल ओवरहेड, तीनों चीज आपके पास गिवन है। और आप ये अच्छी तरह से जानते हैं कि मटेरियल, लेबर एंड वेरिएबल ओवरहेड इज ए पार्ट ऑफ योर मार्जिनल कॉस्ट। तो व्हेन यू कैलकुलेट योर मार्जिनल कॉस्ट, देन these three items, material, labor and variable overhead, will be added in calculation of marginal cost. Total fixed cost is also given in the question, and the additional information, if the total availability of the raw material is 4000 kg. So here the material is key factor, and the ability of the material, the measurement unit of the material which is given here in the question is 4000 kilogram. Means we have to calculate here contribution per kilogram. The maximum sales potential of each product is 1000 units. The information is given in the question that you can produce and sold maximum 1000 units of each product. If you want to sold A and B in the market, then you can sold maximum up to 1000 unit. If you produce additional more than 1000 units, then you cannot sold it in the market, and it will be as a closing stock in your concern. Clear? तो आपके पास क्या गिवन है, मैक्सिमम सेल्स पोटेंशियल इज आल्सो गिवन इन द क्वेश्चन, एंड यू कैन सोल्ड मैक्सिमम, यू कैन प्रोड्यूस एंड सोल्ड मैक्सिमम अप टू 1000 यूनिट्स ऑफ ए प्रोडक्ट A or B in the market, because there are only a specific demand up to 1000 units. Find out the product mix to yield maximum profit. And here the information is given that you have to calculate the product mix, and it will also known as optimum sales mix potential sales mix. And when you find the optimum sales mix based on the contribution per key factor measurement unit, then the answer of your profit which comes will be maximum amount of your profit. Let us try how we solve it and find the optimum sales mix. Clear? First, the ability of the material is given here. It is key factor. So we will calculate here a statement showing marginal cost and contribution per kg of material. Why we calculate here per kg of material? Because the material which is available in the question, which is given in the question, is at kilogram basis. Means the measurement unit of the material is here in kilogram. So we have calculated here statement showing marginal cost and contribution per unit. For this, we divide our page into 3 columns. First for the particular, and next for product A and for product B. Now we will start it with sales. Here the amount of sales per unit is given in the question, and the selling price of the product which is given in the question for in case of product A is rupees 1000. You have note down it here. And for product B it is 2000. After finding the selling price, now you make the total of these, and the total of these two will remain same because there is no deduction as discount allowed. Trade discount is not given in the question. So the selling price which is given in the question will be known as total sales under part A. After it, we show the marginal cost. To find out the marginal cost, as we told you earlier that there are 3 types of items given in the question: material, labor, and variable overhead. And these all 3 items are a part of our marginal cost. So when we calculate the marginal cost, then we show these 3 under marginal cost head. And first one is material. The material per unit is given in the question, and the amount of material per unit for product A is rupees 200, and for product B it is rupees 500. We shown it here. The next item which we can show under marginal cost is labor, and the amount of labor per unit given in the question is rupees 300, and for product B it is rupees 600. Clear? After it, we show the next item is variable overhead. The amount of variable overhead per unit for product A is rupees 100, and for B is rupees 200. Clear? Now we will make the total of these 3 and these 3 also here. The total which comes, now it will known as B as marginal cost. After finding the sales and marginal cost, now we calculate the contribution per unit, because the price which is given here for my product A and B and the cost which is also given is on per unit basis. So we calculate here the contribution per unit, and the amount of contribution per unit, if you want to calculate, then we have to deduct marginal cost out of sales. And the amount of contribution per unit in case of product A, rupees 400, and in case of product B is rupees 700. Clear? Now we have to calculate the contribution per kg. How it will be calculated? How we can calculate the contribution per kg? What is the procedure? To calculate the amount of contribution per kg, now we move towards the next, and here we find the cost of material consumed. Clear? The cost of material consumed to produce 1 unit, it is given in the question that we have to consume material of rupees 200 to produce product A, and of rupees 500 to produce product B. Clear? So this is the cost of material consumed to produce a single unit of A and B respectively. And here the price of material per kg is also given in the question, rupees 100 per kg. Clear? The price of material per kg is given, and on the basis of this price, price of material per kg, the material consumption is also given for per unit 200. It means we can say that if we want to produce a single unit of product A, then we have to consume 2 kg of material. And if you want to produce single unit of product B, then we have to consume 5 kg of material. How we can calculate 2 kg and 5 kg? Because here the cost of material is given 200 and 500, and we also know that the price per kg of material is 100. So if you divide 200 and 500 by 100, then you can find the material consumption, material quantity to produce a single unit of A and B. Okay. So first we have to show here the cost of material consumed to produce 1 unit. So it is directly given in the question, rupees 200. We have to show it here in front of product A. And to produce product B, we consume a material of rupees 500. So we have shown it here. After showing the material cost consumed to produce a single unit, now in next step, point E, now we show the cost of material per kg. And the cost of material per kg is directly given in the question. This is. So here is the cost of material per kg, rupees 100 per kg. Clear? The cost of material is given 100 per kg. So we have shown it here in front of both under product A and product B. It is rupees 100 per kg. Clear? Now we calculate the material consumed in kilogram. As I told you earlier in discussion of the question that how we can calculate the material consumed in kg, if you divide your material cost out of the material price per kg, then you can find the amount of material consumed in kg. So in practical form, in formula basis, what we will see, note down here, we will note down here, if we divide D by E, then we can find the amount of material consumed in kg to produce a single unit. So here D upon E, D upon E, 200 divided by 100, 500 divided by 100. Then we can find the material consumed in kg to produce 1 unit. Here, in case of product A, we consume 2 kg of material to produce a single unit. And in case of product B, we consume 5 kg of material to produce a single unit of product B. Clear? Now, on the basis of this, we are able to find the amount of contribution per kg. How we can calculate? What is the amount of contribution per kg? Can you calculate it easily? If yes, how? What is the formula? What will be the formula? So here, the formula to calculate the contribution per kg of material. If we divide C, contribution per unit divided by the material consumed in kg to produce 1 unit, F. Then we can find the contribution per kg of material, and the amount of the contribution per kg of material is 200. How? The highlighted item is given here, 400 divided by 2. Then we find the amount of contribution per kg rupees 200. And here in case of product B, the highlighted item will be 700 and 500. Then we can find the contribution per kg of material is rupees 140. Clear? So if you ignore the key factor and you take the decision on the basis of the contribution per unit, only this. If you take a decision on the basis of this line only, contribution per unit, then you can say that first we have to produce product B and after it we will produce product A. But when you consider, when you focus on key factor of the material, then you find that product A is more profitable for us, because due to shortage of material, if we produce product B first and after it we produce product A, then we cannot earn maximum amount of profit. So when you want to take a specific decision based on the key factor, then first you have to determine that what will be the amount of contribution based on key factor measurement unit. And here in this question, material is key factor. So we calculate here contribution per kg of material, and the amount is, we calculate here 200 and 140. Now we can make a decision that we can provide a rank in which sequence we produce these product. So here, order in which product should be produced means we have to provide ranking here. And here, on the basis of this, now we can say first we have to produce product A, and after producing product A, if any material remain balance, then we will produce product B secondly. Clear? It is clear? This is the first part of your question, and on the basis of this first portion, now you are able to calculate the amount of optimum sales mix in units. Okay, take a screenshot of this. First, take a screenshot of this question, this solution, this portion, and after it, we move towards the next, how we can find the optimum sales mix. Okay. Now we move towards the next part of the portion, and we will go here to calculate the most profitable sales mix. And how we can calculate? To calculate the most profitable sales mix, we divide our page into two columns. First for particular and second for the measurement unit of key factor. So here the key factor is material, and the measurement unit of key factor is given as kilogram. So we have show here in second column kilogram. Clear? Now we start here, and we will start here with the amount of total material available. Total availability of the raw material, the total material available, and the amount of total material available is 4000 kg. So we have note down it here 4000 kg. After showing the total availability of the material, now we will produce here product A, and we deduct here the material consumed to produce product A. How we can find that how much amount of material we consumed to produce product A, and how much units we will produce of product A? Only 1000 units. Why? Because it is directly given in the question that you can produce maximum 1000 units of your specific products, either A or B, and you can sold it easily in the market. And if you produce any exceeding unit, any extra unit out of 1000, then you cannot sold in the market. So according to the restrictions given in the question, that we can sold only 1000 units, so we will produce maximum units up to maximum sales potential. Because we can sold only 1000 units, so we will produce here 1000 units of product A, and we will calculate how much material consumed to produce product A. To calculate the amount of material consumed, we will use a formula, and the formula is maximum sales potential in units, which is 1000 here in this question, and we will multiply it with quantity of material required to produce 1 unit. So if you multiply these two values, maximum sales potential in units and quantity of material required to produce 1 unit, then you can find material consumed. So on the basis of this question, now we fill here the figures. Maximum sales potential is 1000 units. We have shown it here. And the quantity of material required to produce a single unit. In case of product A, material consumed in kg to produce 1 unit. How much? 2 kg. So we have shown it here 2 kg. When we solve it, then we can find that we consume 2000 kilogram of material to produce 1000 units of product A. Okay. Now we have to deduct here 2000, and when we deduct 2000 here and find the balance, then we can find that there is 2000 kilogram of material available in the market. Clear? The material which is balanced here 2000, now it is available, balance material available, and with the help of this material now we will produce product B, because we provide it second rank, so we will use this balance material to produce product B. But as I told you earlier, that when we produce last product, clear, then we will use a different formula. First we calculate here the units produced through this different available material, and then we will apply this formula. So how we will find the number of units produced of product B? To find out the number of units produced of product B with the help of 2000 kg of material available, now we will use a formula, and the formula is balance material available to produce product B, which will 2000 divided by the quantity of material required to produce 1 unit of B. Means if you show here the amount of material available to produce product B and you divide it by quantity of material required to produce 1 unit of B, then you can find that how much units we can produce of product B. Here in this question, now we will show here the balance material available is this one 2000 kg, and here we divide it with the quantity of material required to produce 1 unit, and it is shown by us earlier in the question, and it is quantity material consumed in kg to produce 1 unit is 5 kg. We have note down it here 5 kilogram. So when you divide it, then you can find that 400 units we can produce only of product B with the help of available material of 2000 kg after producing product A. Now we apply the same formula. Clear? And with the help of this formula, we will calculate the quantity of material consumed to produce 400 units. So material consumed to produce 400 product B, material consumed equal to number of units produced of product B into quantity of material required to produce 1 unit. Clear? Here, in place of this number of units produced of product B, we show 400 units. Why? Because we calculate it here, and the amount of material, number of units produced of product B, 400 units could be produced of product B from balanced material. So we will show here number of units produced of product B 400, and the quantity of material required to produce 1 unit, it is also given here. Quantity of material required to produce 1 unit 5. So when we multiply these two, 400 and this 5 kg, then we calculate 2000 kg material consumption, and when we deduct it in outer column, then we find balance. यहाँ पर आप material शो कर लीजिए इसको, balance material available balance material available. You can find the balance material available and you will calculate it this portion till now you find the 0. आपको इस प्रोसेस को तब तक क्वेश्चन में करते रहना है, जब तक आप इसको डिडक्ट यहां पर करते रहेंगे, जब तक आपके पास यहां पर जो बैलेंस है ये बैलेंस आपका निल ना हो जाए। क्लियर? जस्ट वेट फॉर ए मिनट। ये जो आपके पास मटेरियल अवेलेबल है, यहां पर जो हम दिखा रहे हैं बैलेंस मटेरियल अवेलेबल, ये आप तब तक यहां पर डिडक्ट करते रहेंगे जब तक आपके पास क्वेश्चन में आपका आंसर जो है वो 0 हो जाए, तब तक आप इसको शो करते रहेंगे। क्लियर? तो हियर यू फाइंड निल। आफ्टर फाइंड बैलेंस अवेलेबिलिटी ऑफ मटेरियल निल, नाउ यू calculate here the optimum sales mix, product mix to earn maximum profit. To earn the maximum amount of profit or to calculate the optimum sales mix, how you will show here? You can show here the total units produced of product A 1000 because you produce maximum unit of this. So 1000 of product A. How much unit you produce of product B? You produce only 400 units of product B. So you shown it here only 400. So here is the amount of optimum sales mix is 1000 of A and 400 units of B. Clear? So when you show the complete question at a glance, then it will look like this. You can take a screenshot of this. This is your question of your today class. Clear? After it, you find the contribution per kg of material based on the key factor. And then you find the total most profitable sales mix. Most profitable you show here the most profitable sales mix here, and after it there is a question in front on your screen, and with the help of this question, and it is question for check your progress as home assignment, and the different items is available in the question. So it here material price is given, profit volume ratio is given, maximum sales potential is given, raw material contents as percentage of variable cost. If you calculate the 50% of variable cost, then you will be able to find the amount of material. Clear? Here the fixed expenses is given. When the key factor is given in the question, then there is no need to use the amount of fixed cost. And here the company uses a single raw material in all the three products. जो कह रहा है कि 3 प्रोडक्ट आप बना रहे हैं, इन तीनों ही प्रोडक्ट्स में आप एक सिंगल रॉ मटेरियल का यूज कर रहे हैं, और इस रॉ मटेरियल को की जो आपके पास एबिलिटी है, यहां आपसे कह रहा है रॉ मटेरियल इज इन शॉर्ट सप्लाई एंड द कंपनी हैज ए quota for supply a raw material of the value up to rupees 18 lakh for the ensuring year for the manufacture of its product to meet its sales demand. Clear? You are required to calculate the optimum sales mix and the amount of profit through optimum sales mix. तो यहाँ पर जो आपके पास क्वेश्चन आपको होम स्क्रीन में आपको ये कि क्वेश्चन दिखाया गया है होम असाइनमेंट के रूप में, इस होम असाइनमेंट में आपको 2 काम करने हैं। एक काम आपको ऑप्टिमम सेल्स मिक्स तो कैलकुलेट करना ही करना है, फिर आपको करना क्या है, जो आप ऑप्टिमम सेल्स मिक्स कैलकुलेट करेंगे उस ऑप्टिमम सेल्स मिक्स के बेस पर आपका अमाउंट ऑफ प्रॉफिट क्या होगा वो भी आपको कैलकुलेट करना है। क्लियर? तो वहां पर आप क्या करेंगे, एक दोबारा से आपको एक स्क्रीन अपनी तैयार करनी पड़ेगी, एक स्लाइड अपनी तैयार करनी है, जिसके थ्रू आप क्या करेंगे, हाउ व्हाट विल बी द अमाउंट ऑफ मैक्सिमम प्रॉफिट, आपको उस अमाउंट को कैलकुलेट करके भी दिखाना है। ठीक है, अभी तक आप कर क्या रहे थे, केवल एक सिंगल क्वेश्चन आप सॉल्व कर रहे थे, आप सेल्स मिक्स कैलकुलेट कर रहे थे, आप प्रॉफिट का अमाउंट उस ऑप्टिमम सेल्स मिक्स में क्या होगा वो कैलकुलेट नहीं कर रहे थे। लेकिन अब जो क्वेश्चन आप लोग इसको हैंडल करेंगे, इसके बेस पर आप क्या करेंगे, आप ऑप्टिमम सेल्स मिक्स का अमाउंट भी फाइंड आउट करना सीख जाएंगे। क्लियर? तो थैंक यू वेरी मच, हैव अ नाइस डे।